What's good, folks? You got Perry Ubuntu here. During this time of year, graduation season and all, I always think about how the decision to go to college can make or break your future endeavors. There is plenty statistics to back up the fact that most college graduates make substantially more money than their non-graduate counterparts. Well, that is not what we're going to discuss today. Maybe a little. The guidance counselors just say you need to go to college. They don't say anything about loans or accreditation or a 2-year versus a 4-year, a junior college versus a university. Those things are important, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But I'm not going to go into super heavy details, but enough to get your mind wandering in the right direction. Hopefully, right? All right. So for this little topic, we're going to make up a person named Susie for this discussion. Susie just graduated high school and wants to have a career dedicated to helping others. Her choice career fields are teaching, nursing, or social services of some sort. Coming from a small southern town, Susie is super excited about attending a college in a larger city and the fact that she will be the first in her family and only third to graduate high school. Neither Susie's mother or father are familiar with the ins and outs of college. The only perception they have is that college graduates make more money and are eager for Susie to be amongst them. To aid Susie and her parents in making the best decision, I will briefly speak on 6 criteria I believe all future students must understand. Number 1, in-state or out-of-state. See, attending a university in your own home state is always cheaper. The cost of attending Clemson University as a South Carolina resident is about $29,000 a year versus $50,000 for an out-of-state student. So stay close to home. Number 2, public versus private. While you may be thinking you will be joining some elite class by attending a private university, you fail to understand the cost of that eliteness. That cost would be almost 4 times that of a public school. In the 2017-2018 school year, the average cost of tuition for a private school was about $35,000. The cost of tuition for their public school counterparts was $9,500. While on the subject of private versus public, let's make our way to our 3rd criteria: accreditation. All right, I'm sorry. For the average person, national accreditation sounds better or more far-reaching than the regional accreditation. The fact is, you will be way wrong. You may have heard people stating to make sure you attend an accredited college or university. Well, I have yet to see any college or university that were not accredited. What that person is actually trying to say is to attend a regionally accredited college. So, accreditation is a form of validation to ensure an institute meets a set of standards developed by its peers, a regulatory system to ensure quality assurance and quality improvement. In other words, a degree that has actual value. Regional accreditation is more than 100 years old and is the accreditation body of nonprofit, state-owned, degree-oriented colleges. Schools that are nationally accredited are more often than not, simply put, a diploma mill. So basically, you pay a lot of money to receive a worthless piece of paper that will get you laughed out of your dream job interview. Just think of it like this. You have, let's say, a random number of 100 colleges who are reviewed by their regional accreditation board, and only 20 make the cut and are awarded regional accreditation. Instead of the other 80 improving the institute to qualify or just simply shutting down altogether, they say, yeah, screw that. Let's make our own accreditation and charge people twice as much for this worthless diploma. Nationally accredited schools are most often for-profit or religious-based, religious-based. They are also much easier to attend, usually accepting all applicants. Another trait or characteristic of for-profit and nationally accredited schools is their eagerness to advertise. During the early and mid-2000s, these schools plagued cable television commercials. You've seen them. University of Phoenix, Kaplan, DeVry, Strayer, Capella, Ashford, and the list goes on and on. What's worse than having a worthless degree? The fact that you have wasted 4 to 6 years of your life, you can't get a job, and oh yeah, you have to pay back well over $100,000 in debt. I almost forgot this one point, which is if you're one of those unlucky people listening to this right now in a nationally accredited college, yeah, those credits will not, and I repeat, will not transfer to a regionally accredited school. Sorry. Number 4, level of education. Certificate, associates, bachelor's, master's, or doctorate. And if you're thinking a doctorate or master's means more money always, yeah, think again. The average social worker with a master's degree makes $50,000 a year on average, while the average salary of a dental hygienist with an associate's makes $74,000 a year. Guess what else? You can earn that associate's in 2 years at a junior college for a fraction of the cost, if anything, because financial aid is more than likely going to pay for it. Number 5, school location. The location of the school you want to attend can severely dictate the cost of tuition, even if you are receiving practically the same education. For instance, the University of South Carolina, located in the state capital of Columbia, costs roughly $28,000 a year to attend. The same university, located in Beaufort, South Carolina, costs $5,043 a year to attend. Graduates at both locations will receive the exact same diploma for a major difference in price. Number 6, method of attendance. Traditionally online or hybrid. Practically all colleges today offer some form of online courses, including big name schools like Yale or Harvard. This choice is often overlooked and should be made wisely. I believe the biggest misconception is that online classes are easier. So far from the truth. In fact, online classes are more demanding, but affords the student the option of more flexibility. Everyone can't quit their job to pursue a full-time education. Online courses require dedication, time management, and the ability to work through courses or coursework without having the professor to explain every task or answer every question that you may have. While you can send your professor emails to ask for assistance, it may take 1 or 2, maybe even 3 days to get a reply. Hybrid classes offer the best of both worlds, mostly online, but an occasional trip to the campus, perhaps once a week or when you need to take a test. I understand I have not even scratched the surface on most of these topics that I have covered, and I intend to dive deeper in future videos. I just wanted to spark your curiosity so that you may find the best path for your educational endeavors, or lack of, for that matter. Whatever you think, don't become an educated fool. The choice is yours. It's your guy, Perry Ubuntu, and I'm out.